Hello, good evening, students. Let us try to understand the some problem from the group. Which group is student? Group 13 elements. Okay. So let us have a look over the question number first, students. The most abundant metal is what they are saying. That is what is most abundant metal. So calcium not abundant, iron not abundant, potassium not abundant. Our answer will be aluminium. So it's a percentage abundance. How much, student? That is 8.3% by weight. Okay. So that is most abundant metal is how much is there, student? Aluminium is there. That is how much? 8.3%. If you talk about, this is also known as third most, third most abundant. Okay. Third most abundant, okay, elements in the earth crust, in the earth crust. So in the earth crust, if you talk about, student, this is the third most abundant. So what are the position? If you are saying checking this position, so on the first position oxygen is there, student, 45.5% by weight. Then it is after that this will be the silicon is there, student, 27.7%, and that is another is there, aluminium is there, 8.3% in the earth crust. Okay. So that you have to keep in mind, student, the percentage of these elements, that aluminium comes on the third. This is the metal. First two place are non-metal, oxygen, silicon. This is the metal, 8.3%. So our required answer is option number A. The important source of boron is there, student. So kernite is there, student. Kernite is the most important source of the boron, student. If you talk about the other option, student, the other options are not the source of the boron. Okay. So if you talk about the kernite, so the its formula for kernite is Ne2, this formula, this is Ne2B4O7.4H2O. This is the kernite. From here we can extract the boron, students. Okay, there is the boron. So that is our answer will be option number 3. Colemanite is also, that is ores of the borons only, student. So it is the memory based question, students. Okay, so that you have to memorize. So correct option is option number 3rd. Next problem, which one of the following is summer liquid? So gallium at room temperature, it is found in the liquid form, students. So that it is used in the thermometer, okay, thermometer. Okay, in the bracket you can write that is Beckman thermometer. Okay, Beckman thermometer. So for high temperature, this, if the temperature is 2000 3000 degrees Celsius, so we use that is gallium. In spite of using mercury, we use the gallium as a liquid, so which melt over a range. So which one of the following is summer liquid? That is gallium is a liquid. If you talk about other, that is here is the metal, aluminium is metal. That is what kind of metal, student? Amphoteric metal. This is the amphoteric metal, that is it react with acid and base. Thallium is the pure metal, student. Carbon is non-metal. So that they are the, if you talk about, only gallium can exist in the liquid. B10 isotopes: absorb neutron, release neutron, absorb neutron, absorb electron, release electron. That is these all are wrong. The correct option is option number absorb neutron. How it absorb neutron, student? That is boron 10 is there. Okay, it absorb one neutron, student. This is what is, student? This is the neutron. So this neutron is converting into boron 11, and this boron 11 is 81% by weight. Okay, this contribution is there, and this one is, and out of these isotopes, and this is having only 19% by weight. So this isotope is having 19%, which absorb the neutron and get converted into the B11. Okay, so correct option is option number A. Thank you so much for watching. Which of the following is used as a control rod says nuclear reactor? So that is boron. Boron is used to control rod in the nuclear reactor. Just out I told you boron 10 is there. It is absorbing the neutron, and it is forming the boron 11. So what they are saying, student, these are controlling, used as a control rod in the nuclear reactor. So that is they are controlling the reaction of the whatever the radioactive substance are there, that is it is stopping the nuclear reaction. So correct option is option number D. The compound of boron are, they are asking, the compound of boron are mostly ionic, mostly. Boron is, suppose BCl3 is there, BH3 is there, okay. So here you see +3 oxidation state and small size. So according to Fajan rule, according to Fajan rule, firstly what are there, small size of cation, small size of cation, okay. And what other point is there, first thing is small size of cation, more charge on cation, okay, more charge on cation. So if more charge on cation, it is, that is more polarization, it will be the having stone mole polarization, and it is mole polarization means that is high covalent character. This is the high covalent character, high covalent character. This you have to keep in mind. So this is boron compound are mostly covalent in nature. Option number B is correct, students. Dear students, keep in mind that is according to Fajan rule, you have to practice Fajan rule. A small size of cation is there and more charge, so that is it will hold the electron, attract the electron of an ion to the center and develop the covalent character. So that is mostly covalent. That is why, that is boron is known as what, student? Typical non-metal. This is known as typical non-metal. Means that is what they are, the non-metal, okay, not the metal. Next point, the non-metallic element present in the mineral cryolite. So if you talk about the cryolite formula, student, what is the cryolite formula, student? Na3AlF6, Na3AlF6. So what is this? Sodium and aluminum, they are the metal, okay. What is non-metal, student? This fluorine is what is non-metal. So what they are asking in the question, they are asking the non-metallic element present in the mineral cryolite is, so non-metallic means what is there, fluorine is there. So our required option is option number A, okay. The chief ore of aluminum is what is there, student? Alunite, no. Bauxite, student, bauxite, that is Al2O3.2H2O. This is the chief ore of the aluminum. Next one, which is the correct about BF3? So BF3 planar, trigonal planar, so that is again correct, student. Here you say this is fluorine, this is fluorine, this is fluorine. So this is the shape is what is trigonal planar, okay. This is the trigonal planar shape, trigonal planar shape. This is the correct one. Next, first option correct. Second, electron deficient molecule. So how many electron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 electron. So that is also correct. Lewis acid. So electron deficient molecule, those who are having incomplete octet, they are the Lewis acid. That is also correct. So all of these are correct. Option number D. How many core outer electrons are present in the gallium? So gallium is, how much is there, student? 31. So that is 2, 8. No, you can do the configuration better. You can write the configuration, students. How can you be able to write the configuration? You see, gallium writing 31. So this is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Then it is 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2, 4p1. This is the gallium. So here is that is 2, this is 2, and then 8. Here is how much? 18, and here is how much is coming, student? 3. So this is the valence. This is what is that is valence electron, valence electron. Now add it out, student. How much is coming? 2 plus 8 plus 18, that is 28, plus 3 valence electrons. So 28, 3. Correct option is 3. So inner electrons are known as core electron and outer electrons are known as valence electron. Next point you see, student, which is the typical non-metal? They are asking which is typical non-metal. Boron is typical non-metal, student. Boron is rare element. What is its percentage by mass in the earth crust? It is the 0.0001%, student. Correct option is option number 1. Order of abundance of element in the earth crust. just I wrote student order. What was the order if you see, dear students? So oxygen is 45.5%, okay, silicon is 27.7%, and aluminum is 8.3%. So correct option is option number B, student. So this is memory based, student. You have to, you know, memory based question. You have to practice, student, to memorize this type of question. Next one, match the following. Orthoboric acid, this is the 5. Borax, Na, this is the Na2B4O7. Carnite, Na2, carnite is what is doing, Na2B4O7.4H2O. Bauxite, bauxite if you talk about, student, so that is Al2O3.2H2O. Okay, next one is cryolite. Okay, so cryolite is what is doing, NaAlF6. So what the option is going, student? A25, it is coming orthobor A25. This wrong, this wrong, this is correct, and this is correct. B2, B2B, B22, this is correct, this is wrong. So correct option is option number A, students. Next one, general electronic configuration of group 13 element. So group 13 element, anyone you can calculate. Suppose you are taking boron 5, so it is coming 1s2, then 2s2, 2p1. This is the, so what is coming, ns2, np1. If you are talking about the aluminum, you can take aluminum example also. So that is how much, 1s2, then 2s2, 2p6, then 3s2, 3p1. You do 2 to 4, 6, 10 to 10, 13. So how much is ns2, np1? So correct option is ns2, np1. Option number D is correct. So this is all about the answer, student. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video helpful, please do like and subscribe the channel, dear students. Thank you, students.